Wow, Charlie was not playing around this episode either. But then again, Ralph Angel, he won, but did he really? So this is my recap for Queen Sugar. This is the season finale. I know, this show feels like it's been on for a while, because it has. 13 episodes. A solid 13 episodes. Shout out to Ava, shout out to Oprah, shout out to all the people, a part of the cast, everyone a part of this show, because this show is great. It's not good, it's great. It's great, it's great. So, excuse me, I'm sorry. It starts off with a sex scene between Ralph Angel and Darla. I'm not here for it because I wanted to be with the teacher, and I know it's not realistic, but damn it, man, I wanted him to be with the teacher. So after they were done having sex in the shower, he goes and checks on Blue and Blue's asleep. And I know this is his dream, to have all of them under one roof. We see Charlie being with Davis. Why? Because Charlie's trying to work her little magic to get Davis to see things her way, the way that she's always been able to do. Charlie is like, oh, you know, Micah's been acting up. And I'm thinking, Lord, this is going to bite her in the butt. Micah's been acting up, and you need to go and be a father to him. He still needs his father. You know, I need you too. And Davis is like, well, you know, I can't be down here for too long because I have great news. I signed with New York. Yes, I'm going to be signing with New York, and I'm going to be working with Felix. Yeah, both of us are going to New York. It's going to be a good time. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. It's just like, oh my gosh, you know, I'm so proud of you. Regardless of what's going on, I'm your biggest fan. He was like, really? Yeah, because, you know, I got your back. And I was like, oh, this is some BS. This is some BS. Charlie going, and she even touches him as she walks out. And I'm like, Davis, don't fall for it. Don't fall for it. I don't like you, but still, don't fall for it. Charlie then goes and calls her so-called friend. And it's just like, hey, Lena, we need to talk. I see you didn't take my advice. And so it's like, yeah, why did I take your threat? If you go and say anything, then you'll go to jail, and I know you're not dumb enough to go and let that happen. Charlie said, first off, you're clearly the dumb one. If you think for a second that your man hasn't done some crazy stuff that would cause him to have a really, really, really major career-ending fallout, you don't know. You really are in the dark, aren't you? It's sad being you, isn't it? Why don't you go and heed my warning and do something about what I told you to do in the first place, or else? Because, trust and believe, I don't have to say a darn thing. There are other women that will happily do it for me. Bye! Nova's saying goodbye to Too Sweet. Remember, Nova said that she would get him into the university, and that's exactly what she got him into. And, of course, he's really appreciative. She's just like, take these plants, take some fruit for the road, and take these seeds, plant them. You know, it's really great and amazing. It's an amazing feeling to watch something grow. And I was like, oh, that's deep. And of course, the man that's been like in and out, always like buying drugs from her, also partially technically the reason why Too Sweet got put in jail in the first place. He's going to drive Too Sweet to his college. So he's going to community college, and he has a job at the library. So shout out to Nova for doing that. Nova has her little white boyfriend Calvin, and he's outside, and they're going to go and try to make it work. They're going to go and try and make it work. Davis decides he needs to go and talk with Micah. I'm like, Charlie decided this, but okay. Davis is not getting through to Micah. Micah's like, hey, Dad, I understand what you're trying to do, but I don't have to actually listen to you. I'm with family. I'm with Mom. I don't need you. I don't need you. I don't need you. I'm thinking, you do need your father, but your father has messed up, so you just need some time. You just need some time, because he's been there this whole time. This isn't a situation where your father was never really in your life. Your father was in your life and made a huge, messed up mistake, and never really owned up to it to your mother or to you. And so I understand where you're coming from, but give this some time. Give this some time. You don't have to like him right now. But, you know, just give this some time. This is a messed up situation. And so then Charlie's just like, you know, maybe you can prove to your son that you want him to, that you want to be in this life and you want to work on things. So they had Micah go sit at a table that was facing them. They had the conversation with the guy who's in charge of the Stingers, and the guy was giving this amazing pitch. Why don't you come down here? You know, in New York, they'll eat you alive. They won't really care about you here. We'll have your back. You can become the family man that you are. You can rebuild your brand. Now remember, this is what Charlie said. So this man isn't saying anything that Charlie hasn't already tried to spin to him so that he can go say it to Davis. And Charlie, of course, put her hand on Davis's hand to let him know that she's with him. She has his back. No, she does not. She just, and he of course agreed to it. I'm thinking, Davis, I don't believe you, but let's go for it for now. Oh yeah, please like, comment, subscribe. Charlie then goes, and once she feels like she had that victory there, she kisses up on Remy, and she's like, you know, I know this is my apology. I'm sorry for messing up our first date and missing our first date. It's like, oh, so this is your apology? Is this how you guys do in LA? Because if it is, I like it. It's like, great. But Remy, being the upstanding man that he is, had to let her know, I apologize because I accidentally let slip to Ralph Angel that the whole mill thing. So you're going to have to go and deal with that. It's just like, oh, I didn't want to say anything until I had the concrete. But he said, but I am not a problem. I do not bring problems, I bring solutions. I actually had the farmers. I set up a coalition. So the farmers will hear you out regarding your mill. So at least you have that. Now you have, we're at the table. We're at the marble table. Remy and Charlie on one side. Nova and Ralph Angel on the other side. Ralph Angel is going in on Charlie like, excuse me? So you're trying to go and disregard my whole refrigerator idea and working with the other mill that's not owned by the racist bigots. You are discrediting that because you want to go and do your own mill. Do you even understand what that entails? That's going to take, what, at least 6 months? That's going to take millions of dollars. I understand you're bankrolling all of this. But do you know what that could mean if this fails and for our crop? This is too much. And Nova jumped in and said, you know, it's wrong because how dare you go and again do stuff without our consent? We are partial owners in this. So regardless of how you feel, you're supposed to consult us. I know it's your money, but still, it is our land. It is our product. You feel me? But then Nova did a 180 and said, girl power, girl. This is a boss move. You want to have a black-owned mill? A woman running a black-owned mill? Girl, sis, I'm proud of you. I don't care what I just said a moment ago. I'm proud of you, girl. I'm proud of you. It's just like, thank you. Like, you doing big things. Regardless of what Ralph Angel wants to do, you doing big things. I respect this. We have Aunt Vi in the background like, this is some bull. And Ralph Angel is over it because he didn't understand, regardless of what you want to do, because Charlie's just like, we're doing this, we're pursuing this. I have the farmers, we're going to speak to them, and are you going to come or not? I don't know. Did you consult me on anything else? Then I don't need to be here. I don't need to be here. My idea is good, your idea is whatever. My idea is feasible, yours is who knows. I'm thinking, Ralph Angel, you are thinking kind of small though. I will say this, you're thinking pretty safe. Someone who wants people to take risks on him, that was a pretty safe resolution you had. And I respect it because it was a great one, but Charlie is willing to bankroll this and take the loss. This is when you go and say, you know what, I support you, sis. I'm going to make sure this is set up in the background because if that fails, then we got something covered. But I'll support you, sis. He storms out. Aunt Vi goes after him. It's just like, Aunt Vi don't want to talk about this. She said, I'm not talking about your family stuff. No, I don't care about that. That's between the three of you. I want to talk about Hollywood. Have you seen Hollywood? No. Oh, Aunt Vi, you don't know? Hollywood left. He left? Yeah, he left a while ago because in me dealing with Charlie, I forgot to give you this. It was like, what is this? The divorce papers. He's officially divorced. I was like, that's great. So where is he? Yeah, he left. He went back out on the rig He did? Yeah, he's actually going to get a place to live down there. He did? Yeah, because he didn't want to come back to you unless he had everything squared away. But so then why is he not here? Well, grinding on some man, so he was over it. That's when Aunt Vi, she runs back into the house. She calls up Hollywood. It's like, Hollywood, I'm saying you got your divorce. Where are you? I'm out on the rig. Yeah, so when are you coming back? You know, I'm going to be here for at least 6 months. 6 months? Yeah, you're going to be here for 6 months. Why are you going to do that? I'm going to do that because, I don't know. It's like, you seem to move on pretty quickly. And she said, no, that was just a one-time thing. I was frustrated. I was just having fun. I did not have sex with the man. I did nothing. That sounds weird. She did not have sex with him. It is what it is. He like, you know, oh, I need some time. You needed some time. Now I need some time. I'm thinking, Hollywood, I understand. So we're going to give you the time you need because you're a respectable man. You are a good man. But let's be real. You held out on the fact that you were still married to this woman and your wife is bipolar and all this background, and it has come out to everyone that the both of you know at a party, and you're trying to compare that to you two kind of being broken up and not Vi dancing with another man. Now, she was doing a little bit too much with him, but still. So I'm still not going to give you the, because that's some bull. But Vi, this is what happens when you became the mean lady. That's what you became. This is the fallout from it. Darla and Ralph Angel, you know, they're playing with Blue, and Blue, you know, he's learning Spanish, of course, because his teacher, anyway, his teacher that should be with Ralph Angel, but his cute teacher that should be with Ralph Angel instead of Darla, who just has this, Darla just has a strong gaze. She just has that look of, you know, I'm supposed to be angelic, but I'm up to no good. It's like, exactly. While Ralph Angel's over, he's like, I'm not going to that meeting. Why aren't you going to that meeting? I mean, why aren't you going to that meeting? Because of the fact that, you know, she doesn't want my thoughts, views, and opinions, then I don't need her. I don't need to be there. And Blue learning Spanish, Azul. That would be a nice name for a boy, Azul. That would be a nice name, though. Azul. I have to keep that in mind. Azul? No, my last name is White, though. Can you imagine Azul White? Might as well be Azul Blanco. She... Never mind. Now, Charlie is giving this speech, and she's letting it be known, it's time for us to break the chains and to stop being forced with our oppressors. We need to go out on our own. But I understand that you already have your contracts, so here's how this is going to work. I'll pay you for breaking your contracts. I'll pay you an extra fee for if this doesn't work out, extra 5%, so that if this doesn't work out, you're still covered. And I'll pay you a certain percentage more than what you're already making. I want to show you guys that I'm all in on this, but I need you guys to be all in on this as well, because I can't do this without you. And I just feel like our ancestors, and she brought the ancestors card, our ancestors did way too much for us, struggled, strived, and made sure that we had something. They took risks so that we could have something. We need to take risks as well, so that we can have something for the next generation. And that struck a chord with them, because up to that point, they were like, when she said that, they were like, huh, okay, I'm here for you. Look, I want to be free. I want to be free. I want to take a risk. I want to take a chance. I want to take a chance on us. Nova goes, runs, and gives Charlie a hug, because it's just like, I'm proud of you. You did the darn thing. Charlie's now talking with Remy, and Remy and Charlie are supposed to be going back to Remy's house. The issue is that Charlie gets a call from Davis. Davis is like, I need you. I want you. I can't sign this deal until I hear back from you. I'm thinking, Charlie, this is a trap. You know this is a trap. Remy's over. He said, go and do whatever you need to do. But you're not going to go and play me. That's not what's going to happen here. So Charlie goes to, she gets dolled up. She goes to the hotel room. And Davis, and she's crying. And she just looks like a zombie. Davis comes behind her and starts to kiss her. Charlie runs to the windows like, I can't do this. Davis says, I knew it. I'm not signing the team. I'm going to New York. I knew that you were trying to manipulate the situation. She said, well, okay then. Do it for your son. No, he has your family. He has you. He doesn't need me. I'm thinking, Davis, you weak punk? You punk! Who are you? Charlie was just like, who are you? I fell in love with someone who I adored. I gave my body, mind, spirit to I don't even know who this person is. You're going and doing whatever you want to do, and that caused this friction. This is your fault. You know what? Do whatever you want. Do whatever you want, because I'm not going to play this game with you anymore. I'm not going to play this game. You're going to have to play it alone. How about that? And I'm so glad Charlie left, because I was disgusted. I was like, Charlie, if you really let this man go and do this to you for the sake of getting this... Charlie, you're smart enough to find another way. Felix Evans. She goes into the strip club, and I'm like, see, this is how you do a strip club scene. Felix Evans, you know, typical pretty boy. Charlie's just like, you know what, can I sit down? Yeah, you already know who, what it is, who I am, why I'm here. I know your dirty little secret. See, your wife doesn't know the half of it. It's like, it doesn't even matter because, what is it, her name? Melinda Gumet? Melina Guermez? Something like that. So Melina, you know, even though she has the gag order, she's not going to stop. Thankfully, because of her, I found, what was her name? Brown Sugar, Black, Brown Betty. Oh, these are the code names for the women that you also sexually assaulted. He said, I didn't do anything freaky with them. So you just acknowledge the fact that, yeah, you did assault them, but you didn't do anything freaky with them? Charlie said, how about this? You're going to go and you're going to sign with the, you're not going to go and sign with New York. You're going to tell them that you won't sign unless Davis is not allowed to join the team. You hear me? You hear me? So, aside from that, you're also going to wire me $5 million. $5 million? You're extorting. Look, I'm going to help you cover this up. It's either I cover this up for you, or you go to New York and those women come out of the woodworks. They'll Bill Cosby your butt so fast. Oh yeah, and one more thing. If you ever violate a woman like you've been doing ever again, period, because you know I'll find out. Trust and believe. That will be the last time you ever do some foolishness like this. I don't care what type of money or whatever type of deal I have with you. Null and void. Done. Done. You feel me? I was like, Charlie. Because at first, when she took that drink, I was like, Lord, that drink is spiked. I'm done. Charlie was playing the games, but she came back home. That $5 million was wired into her bank account. She gets a call from the guy who owns the, what's that thing called? The guy who owns the Stingers or whatever. And he's just like, congratulations, the deal is done with Davis. He signed. And I was like, damn, what? Oh, okay, yeah, because then the whole thing with New York felt, all right, cool. So then he was just like, I don't know how you did it, but shout out to you. $5 million into your bank account. I'm thinking, wait, did Charlie just get $10 million? Damn! Well, actually, it's $9 million because she said, no, give the $4 million to me and $1 million to the charity. The charity is for, you know, women that has to deal with being sexually abused and abused, period. And put the donation under the name Melinda Gumier. You know, Melinda. And I was just like, wow. It's just like, wow, you want me to do something charitable? If I go and make a profit off of a deal where I'm giving you money, girl, we going to do a lot of good business together. And he was just like, okay, so it's Charlie Borlone West, right? No, it's Charlie Borlone. I'm doing this. He's doing whatever he needs to do. He can go and do whatever he wants to do. I'm going and doing this for me. He was just like, you know what? Shout out to you. He didn't say I'm proud of you, but he might as well say I'm proud of you. Like, I respect you and good for you. Good for you. You know, doing what you want for you. Good for you. So it's just like, Charlie, did you work with Melinda in order to get the name so that you could go? Or did you just already have this information on deck just in case anything else popped up? that's the conflicting thing. I'm like, what Charlie did, even though it was wrong, I respect it. The inner do anything it takes person inside me respects it. So here we have Nova with Calvin. Yeah, and Bruce from the Force goes and sees Calvin, introduces himself, and he knows that Calvin is getting a divorce, and so it's like, oh, so this is the new hot tenderoni. Oh, she's very beautiful. I'm like, okay, Calvin, Bruce, you're coming on a little bit too strong. But Nova introduces herself. Hi, I'm Nova Boy Alone. He had this look of, get your hand away from me. So it's like, oh, so it's you that was writing those articles, and oh, it's you that was in the informant. It was just like, oh, so you left your wife to be with this hot piece of ass. Oh, yeah, it must be good. He actually goes and puts his hand on Nova's butt. And then, of course, Calvin lost it, as he should have. They start to fight. Security breaks it up. And he was just like, oh, so the boys in blue, the code blue, how you bring the code blue, and how are you going to be with her and be with them? And I'm just like, you might as well just go and say no. You might as well just go and say no. Why are you with them? No. Why are you with them? No. You might as well just go and say that, because that's what you're giving off right now. Because that's the thing. You are all well and good with her. It's just like, oh, she's beautiful. Oh, she's exotic. Exotic. Oh, we don't see ones like you around here. So it's just like, ooh, ah. And this is like, oh, it's okay. You must have been with her for the sex. That's what it is. Because that's what some of them look at some minorities. That's what some of them, those ignorant, bigoted, racist type, whether they think they are or not. Because what he did next was he spat on Nova. He spat on Nova, and of course Nova was distraught because no one was expected. I'm like, Calvin, you better break from them the strengths. You have training. Break from them the strengths. Because Nova was just like, I'm just like, oh my gosh, Nova, I know that you're a peace and love type of person. I really do. But I kind of wish a little bit more Charlie was in you, because I feel like Charlie will whoop that. Charlie tried to beat Davis for cheating on her. This man spit on you. You should have had that leg up so fast. You need Ralph Angel, Charlie, I don't care what's going on right now. I need someone to spit in this grown man spit in my face. This grown white man spit in my face. Oh, so we get in the goons. We get in the goons. We get in the goons. It was like, I didn't care about what happened anything after that, because I'm just like, okay. So again, just to reiterate, fine as long as, attractive, cool. Polite, pleasant, cool. As far as I know, share the same values, cool. Breaks any of those codes, you're no. That's what it is. That's what he just proved it. The code blue matters more than having some damn self-respect. I mean, what she did, it warranted you spin. Anyway, Darla wanted something from, what is it called? Darla wanted something from the closet. Calls Ralph Angel over. I'm like, this is stupid. Get yourself. Well, and again, he's a little bit taller, so it makes sense. And Ralph Angel sees this box. It has a lock on it. He opens it up, and it's a letter from his father. He reads it because Darla's just like, oh, okay. I'm just like, Darla, I know you're like the rest of us, and we'd be doing that too with our significant other, but at least make it look a little more, inconspicuous instead of what you've been doing. He reads it, and he finds out it's a new will and testament that his father made, and it's just letting Ralph Angel know that he is the sole owner of the farm. It is not split between the three anymore, because Ralph Angel is just like, Ralph Angel, I want you to start anew, and that's how we always felt. He needs to start anew with the farm, and this is yours. I know you care about it the most, and you need it the most, and you have a family that will cherish it, and I understand. And I'm thinking, that's all well and good. So people are probably rejoicing and thinking, oh, so Ralph Angel, now that he has a farm. Mind you, the father's voice is narrating this whole thing. I'm just like, oh my gosh. I'm going to tell you, I'm going to tell you. Now we finally know why the show's called Queen Sugar. Because Charley has the money, so she's buying the mill. She's buying the mill, because remember, it costs $9 million. So that's why she was okay with only taking the $9 million instead of the $10 million. Because that's all she needed to get the mill. And she's calling it Queen Sugar. Because she owns it. And it's a sugar. Jeez. Because she's the queen. Nova is crying. No. Because I'm sure it's just all hitting her. Now here's the thing. What you do, we say with karma, what you do comes back to you. And did Nova deserve getting spat in the face? Not by that man. But you can't go and be the side chick and it not come back to you in some shape and form. I wasn't here for it because from him I was like, that was completely wrong. But you know, if it was the wife, we wouldn't bat an eye, because it's like, you cheated on. So it was wrong for him to do that, but Nova had to expect something at some point. That part wasn't warranted, but you can't control how it comes back to you, unfortunately. And I don't know, Charley is burning too many ends, and I don't know. But what I will say is Charley still owns the sugar mill, so, and she has the other farmers, so it's not like she actually really needs Ralph Angel's full cooperation anymore. That's the thing. Ralph Angel doesn't have any money, so Charley's still going to be running things. Shoot, but then again, Charley's not going to like the fact that she's not the owner. So I don't know how long it'll take before Ralph Angel blurts that out. Maybe if she pisses him off, he'll let her know. Or maybe he'll keep it in until it's like, haha, you can't do this because it's mine. But it's like, you don't have the money, so you can't do anything. I don't know. Either way, this show was great. It was great. Definitely needed. I will be enjoying Season 2 and, of course, reviewing Season 2. So stay tuned. But Have and Have-Nots comes back on January 3rd. So super geeked for that. Still reviewing Empire. Still reviewing Love and Hip Hop. Oh, barely. It's draining me. Please like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned.